Evening all. No respawns here. Hope you're doing well. So this is my shipping container guard post, which is a shit name, like proper shit name, for a really cool build. Yeah, this is really, really good. Now, this was going to be at Warwick Homestead, because I thought with Warwick, right, it's going to be here, by the way, in Spectacle Island, but I am going to build one at Warwick. It's just I wanted to build a big one, basically, for the video, and I thought I'd build this one here. The reason for the Warwick one, even though we're just doing this boring part, I'll explain, basically, is because I realised that Warwick's got that military vibe, yeah, from the barricades that we use for the other video. But then I was clearing out that ship nearby again, because it's noisy as fuck, and those ghouls. There's a big down ship, like, right outside it, if you hadn't noticed. Massive thing, right in front of Warwick Homestead. But it's full of shipping containers, and I thought, therefore, it wouldn't be too much of a stretch for them to have carried them back. But I couldn't fit it in, and I wanted something quite grand, shall we say, for this video. I'm quite pleased with this. So basically, I wanted, because in my sanctuary, I use kind of a really smaller, less complex and interesting version of this in my scrap walls, which is basically just kind of put a little guard post on top of a shipping container. And I wanted to do kind of a bit more of a, like an almost full, not even a wall, but it could be a wall, but it's just like a giant guard post. Like you can put turrets and stuff on it. Now, so that was the kind of the motivation. Now, quick note here, you see these little crates here. They come with the Unlock Settlement Objects mod, and currently, some items, or a lot, like half of them, I don't know, a lot of things you can't put on them. I noticed this when I was doing in Warwick, because I tried to put like actual platforms, because you'll see how I do the ladders in a minute. Quite a clever idea, must I say. Clever little Davey is on point. He's been down in lots of teas, so he's all edgy and just buzzing. Anywho, but basically, so doing my little technique, which you'll see later, I tried to put a board on the top, and it wouldn't go on. Similar in the way that you used to not, you just would go through, basically. You can put some items on there. I was able to put furniture on them, but no, like, structural elements, and I can't put turrets on them. So it's worth bearing in mind if you're trying to use these smaller shipping containers for stuff, but it's kind of inconsistent, so you just have to test, like, basically use them for builds, but just bear in mind that you won't actually able to use them for kind of some things. Like, you'll see, I don't know if I demonstrate in this video, they just get in the way. Reason why for this concrete, by the way, is just there's that gap there. This is obviously, this part here is just contextual to where I placed it in Spectacle Island. You've got this kind of large slope, which makes everything look a bit weird, but you can easily plug up the gaps, so it's grand. I do a little bit of decoration at the end as well. I'm really chuffed with this one, actually, and I think my settlers should use it, but I'm not too sure, because you'll see how I do the stairs a little bit. I am conscious they might not walk up it. Because I put a guard post at the top, it should be fine, because those who don't know, if you have a guard post, often your settlers will just spawn there. So you can have them like floating in the air and they'll just appear up them, so it's grand. Also, take a look at how cool this settlement is. You'll see me when I, pan the camera around. It's looking really good, because Spectacle Island has kind of become my my test settlement. Whenever I want to build something, I don't know where to put it, I just put it in Spectacle Island, and it's working quite well. That's why I'm glad I've put this here, because this makes for quite a nice natural barrier. Also, you may notice I moved the whatchamacallit, the thingamajig, the whoojamaflip, the whatchamacallit, the water tower, David, the water tower. That thing that you made that is now obsolete, because you can just get a mod that just places a significantly cooler one. But, oh well, it's alright, I guess. So what I'm doing here is I'm putting the wee ladders on. Now you see what I do in a sec. This is where things get a little bit sensual, so prepare yourselves. Shut up, David. So just pop these on these rows here. Obviously these are used, I love my concrete, as we've already established. It's kind of the replacement to my reverse junk fences at this point, for those of you who have been with me for a long time. But as you can see, you can just kind of glitch them into these stairs here, quite nice. And it's kind of almost completely superfluous, right? I could have just put a ramp, some shitty little stairs, made it look all boring, but I was like, no. I want to do this. Completely pointless, but very cool. I even put cars and a truck behind them, and just completely pointless. Look cool. In actual fact, pro tip for this build, you know how I've used the pillar to move in those boards at the top, because they're going to go above the cars? It might be prudent to make them 2 of those floors deep, because you're going to see in a minute when I put these cars on that they clip a little bit. They don't exactly fit in properly. It's a bit shitty. So you'll see they clip into the shipping container. Now, at first it doesn't bother me. I don't really give a shit, because I'm just in my head. I'll well, they've just kind of, smashed the cars into them or whatever. But it occurs to me it is a tiny bit sloppy. So it's just something you could kind of worth noting, I guess. Also, I decide where to put them as well. The reason why, now, just a quick note here to explain the various mechanics of how things work. So you notice when I picked up that car, it was carrying the car on top, right? Because effectively it's working like the rug is, right? Now, you can only do that when you manually place the car on top of the other one, like I did just there. The reason why I draw attention to this is because there are times when see, it's digging in a little bit, but it looks fine. I can pull it back as well. There are times when I've used the pillar to actually put a car in, and you can actually put it on a little bit closer to the bottom car, and it looks a little bit better. However, when you do that, it doesn't count as the top car being on the bottom one, and you can't rug glitch it. That seems quite an almost esoteric and waffly way of describing it, but basically, if you ever want to rug glitch a pile of cars, you have to do it how I've done there, not how I do it sometimes. Whatever. Those of you who remember my scrap wall video will know what I'm talking about. Those who haven't, go watch it. It's a good video. Good video. This fits perfectly. But I'm going to make a mistake in a second, and I decided to keep it in because I wanted to show you. I'd like to reinforce the importance of don't fuck shit up. But more importantly, when you're placing something which is quite... Just check things are straight. You'll see in a minute. See, this looks grand, right? Looks good. Actually looks incredibly good. Oh, David. Did you not look? But it's cool because I left the rugs on there, and I can just select all of them out again. And it only selects the rug, not the whole thing. And I have to kind of guess where that rug is. But it's alright. Let's move the ladder. But I just didn't pay attention to this. I do this all the time in my builds. I'm so overconfident. My overconfidence will be the death of me. But however, in this instance, I think I'm hot shit, and I can just guess everything. Normally I actually can, because obviously I am hot shit. I mean, come on. So hot shit that I didn't even bother going back to defend. What one was it? What do we call it? I couldn't read it, because I've got my little preview screen. What's it called? That settlement that I didn't read, because I haven't got my glasses on either. That one. Yeah, I didn't go to defend that either. Sunshine Tidings, that the one. So hot shit that I don't even bother going to defend there. Also because there's no one there yet. There's a mod. Just randomly, now we're on Sunshine Tidings and I'm in a kind of slightly waffly mood. There is a mod that you can download that I'm not going to dig up for you, sorry, that allows, it's called like moddable robots or something. Go look for it. Just type search and put robots, it'll be in there. That allows you to keep Professor Goodfield's. Which is great, right? Sounds awesome. Also, this is how I do my funky stairs. But under you talking, it's fine. Because I show you twice, so it's okay. But there's a mod that gives you Professor Goodfield's, right? And that's awesome. Yay. Outstanding. Only problem is, it only works when you haven't discovered the settlement. So if, like me, where you'd already discovered Sunshine Tidings, you can't get him. You can't get him. But this mod allows you. So those of you starting a new game, you can actually have Professor Goodfield. He doesn't disappear. Professor Goodfield's. And guess what, people? Had I been on PC or Xbox, this wouldn't be a problem. Not like I'm actually really bothered, it's just I know someone's going to mention that in the comments. So I'm really enjoying working with mods, as you notice. Right, little, just pay attention, because I want to highlight this point while I bullshit on. So I needed to move this back, because I want to snap this ladder onto the board, and then take the board off. But it's very important that it's back a little bit further, so you can... I didn't really show you, but basically so the ladder is actually buried into it a little bit. Now we're going to make another makeshift staircase. Like this one, in essence, you could do this like significantly quicker if you just didn't do all of my bullshit. But I like doing my bullshit because it adds the, you know, the funky shit to it. The bullshit adds the funky shit. The bullshit adds the nuance and character to my build. This is such a knob. Honestly. Sorry, I had a cup of Earl Grey before I recorded, and evidently I'm too excited. So, this is me slightly here. I knew what I was doing, but I had to kind of figure out exactly how I wanted to position it. I don't show you the second one, by the way, because it's just me repeating the same bollocks over and over again. But I do show you it, obviously, when it's finished. So I can take this off now, because I'm lining up this board here. So what we're going to do, spoiler, is we're going to have 3 wooden crates, if I remember correctly, I have 2 on top of each other. Yes, this is me deciding. 2 on top of each other and then 1 behind. Giggity. And then like that. But initially I have it like that. But then I forget that I'm going to have concrete steps in the front. Spoiler, so it needs to be flat and sheer to a surface. But this is just me just not remembering things. Because again, I don't pay attention, people, at all. I've got mine like a sieve. God, like a goldfish. So there we go. This is where I've just remembered it, so it's fine. There we go. We can slap that in. Ooh. Let me just move that around like that. I had a bit of trouble with the other one. For whatever reason. Just for some reason, these weren't allowing me to place too close to each other. No, David. Pull it forward, you long. Ugh. I hate my face. I don't. I just hate myself right now for doing stupid. There we go. There we go. There we go. So here we go. Right, now, you can either do it the way I do it, or you can rug glitch it. To be honest, actually, it might be better to rug glitch it because you can get closer. So I select, this is using the rug to select all it. I'd recommend using something smaller, actually, like a dog bowl or something, or a cat bowl, actually, I've learned is very good for this glitch. However, with the second one, I had a trouble where it wasn't going green. Like, this one I can get completely sheer, but with the second one, it was just a bit fiddly. So if you rug glitch it, it's fine. I use those, like, small black rubber rugs. And then you can still eat it and it sinks in a little bit, but it still looks fine. So you're going to see it in a second where I've done the second one. This is me just excitably running up because it looks amazing. God, this looks so good. There we go. So here we go. So I've done both sides now. It's looking sensual, to say the least. And so now I was just doing the guard post. Now, initially, I was umming and ahhing, and I was going to be a little crafty and use this guard post. But I'm glad for what I do. Also, you can see me. I sometimes, like, completely just literally cannot even with my menus sometimes. I don't know if those of you pay attention so much because I speed up so you don't notice as much. But I do a little bit here. I just kind of go through menus and I'm like, and I select the wrong ones because it's special. It's fine. It's alright. Okay, so I'm doing it. I'm like, where is everything, Davey? Oh, look. You knew where it was, Davey. You looked at it. So I put these bags here. This is a good look, by the way. I'm really chuffed with this. Oh, let me spoil it right now. I'm going to put a flag on this. And I've got it, so the flag is aiming away from the sea where the wind was coming. So no more snarky comments about where my flags are pointing. Those of you who don't read the comments like me, will not know this, but you snarky fucks always point out when I make mistakes. And one thing was the flag. Every fucking, like the toilets in the other video. See, that sinks in a lot. Now, I don't usually recommend rug glitching things sometimes like that because they have a habit of kind of jumping up in the air and looking a bit silly. But anyway, so here's the finished thing. I've added a few bits and pieces. Now, I do zoom on this because I didn't record it, but it's quite straightforward. I just pillar glitched a turret and then some sandbags in front of it, which just, wow, looks so cool. There's also a mod. I'm going to do a mod showcase. There's another mod I've got which gives you individual turrets, so you can actually select what mark they are rather than having to kind of cycle back and forth to get the right mark. So anyway, I hope you guys liked this and enjoyed my waffling. I'm in a chip mood today. As always, follow me on Twitter at norespawns. Fuck me, that looks so good. Look at that. Look at it. Sorry. But still, you don't have to fuck me, obviously. But you could follow me on norespawns on Twitter because I enjoy waffling and you get to see shit like this a little bit earlier. Anyway, I'll have a new video up soon. I think I might have Croup Manor next. No, actually, I'm not. I'm going to do a mod video, then Croup Manor, because there are a couple of mods I want to showcase. Mod video, then finish Croup Manor. It's got grand. Anyway, I loves you all. Long time. And I'll talk to you lovely people soon. You take care.